Hi, this is Steven from Just Got Played, and today I'm going to unbox Adventure Tactics Domianne's Tower, the second edition. I've also got the Hero Pack 1 here that we can look at, and I've got the Enter the Slimerverse Encounter promo pack. So we'll look at those in a little bit. Let's take a look at the back of this. It's a really big, heavy box. So you can see here there's 10 miniatures, a couple of books, over 800 cards, a bunch of standees. There are 5 base classes, and then it talks about 15 elite classes. But down here it says there's over 20 character classes. So 5 plus 15 is 20. So what is over 20? I don't know. I guess we'll find out here soon. You can see here 1 to 5 players, 45 to 60 minutes per encounter. Ages 13 and up. My kids are only 9 years old, but I think they'll be able to play this with me. So, and that's why I bought it. I bought it to play with the kids. All right, so let's get this open. I do think there were some component issues for some people with the first edition, maybe player boards warping or something like that. But as I said, this is the second edition, which is the current version. All right, let's get this giant box open. All right, what do we have in here? Oh, okay, there's a rule book right off the bat. That's good. All right, you've got a story here, table of contents. You can see it goes up to 24 pages. So there's a lot here. All right, that's nice. What all is included? There's what the 800 cards are. I think a lot of those are going to be duplicates. Talks about creating your hero. You know, you can multi-class your hero, which is sort of cool. How to set up encounters. Succeeding and failing, the rules of play, how the bosses work, clean up. Just kind of going through this real quick because there's so much here. Line of sight, area effect, targeting, details on the action cards, things you need to know before playing an encounter. All right. Random encounters, elite class requirements, and all right. Well, there's a lot of the classes here and their prerequisites. The elite ones, you know, like to be a beast trainer, you have to be a fighter level 1 and archer level 2, so you need to have multi-classed. All right, let's set that aside. Here's the campaign guide. I don't really know if I should flip through this. Spoiler alert. All right. It's meant to be progressed through as you play the game. Don't read ahead. All right, well, there's backgrounds for the different characters, but I'm going to just skip that. Hey, look at that. There's a note about taking a more difficult path. That's cool. Oh, and there's a companion on the App Store. I did not know that. I will be downloading that. I am fine with things being app-assisted. All right, look at these cool player boards. All right, I don't know if I'm supposed to punch those out. I guess I am. Hope I am, because I just did. So the equipment up here, right, you have slots for weapon, armor, and accessory. You can have 3 different passive abilities. This is nice, thick, chunky cardboard, by the way. Look at that. And then over here, you can have 2 dice abilities. And look, it's dual layer for you to slot your markers here for your health. All right, there's where you put your class card and your class feature. That's pretty cool. And then I'm going to assume there's 5 of these. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there's 5 of these. And they each have the base character on them. So, and they have names. I didn't realize that. All right, Quill, Roberta, Elwyn, Tolbin, and Olette. All right, the archer. All right, what do we got here? All right, there's the class guide, right? So there's the 5 starter classes are the fighter, the wizard, the cleric, the rogue, and the archer. There's a assassin, looks like rogue level 2. Bishop is cleric level 2. You got the barbarian, ranger, necromancer, paladin, gladiator, ninja, dark knight. Dark knight's kind of cool. War mage, shaman, monk, warlock, skirmisher, demon hunter, bard, champion, beast trainer. Ooh, time mage, magic blade, and engineer. You see, those are in the hero pack. So, all right, well, let's count those. All right, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 21. Ah, there you go. So there are over 20. What do you know? All right, there's a lot more Punchboard stuff to do. You know, I'm going to look back in the rule book and see if there's anything specific about this. Oh, it does mention this is a part of the Hero Pack 1, so that's interesting. But yeah, right. So just a whole bunch of markers. I think these are status tokens, right? Okay. Yeah, status tokens. So there's 6 for each of the statuses. Again, these are nice, nice quality cardboard pieces. All right, and these are firewalls, stone walls, obstacles. Okay, that's what those are. What are these? These are wraith spawn tiles. And then these all look like some kind of monsters or something. Maybe they're ally and enemy tokens. Okay, so some of those are allies and some of those are enemies. All right. All right, we got a bunch of standees here. So there's 52 enemy standees, and then there's also the elite class standees. You can see a bunch of the different standees here. All right. Nice thickness on those. And these look like health tokens or damage tokens, actually. It says they are. All right, cool. All right, that one fell out too. All right, a lot of tokens for me to punch out. Let's see, what are these? Bone towers. All right. That's kind of cool looking, actually. It's the neat effect. I mean, it almost looks sort of 3D, even though obviously it's not. All right, more obstacles and monsters and markers and such. These look like the different dice that are in the game. So I guess, they are dice tokens, right? So I guess you just get these to signify maybe that you get to use the different dice. Oh, hello. Some of these are getting quite large, aren't they? Man, one of my sons is going to be excited when I show him that there's, dragon type stuff in the game. And then I guess some wings that go. Oh yeah, here they go. Maybe these punch out and go across there, maybe. Normally I wouldn't stop to assemble stuff, but hey, it's a dragon, so what are you going to do? What I'm going to do is probably break it. No, all right, I did it right. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. All right, a bunch of that. More, I don't know what that is. It's like a compass type thing. Yep, that is the compass token. All right. And then these are the standees for the Hero Pack 1, which I do have, so we'll be digging into that. Hey, look, a bunch of minis. Maybe some spots for the other ones as well. All right, what do we have here? We have board tiles, and they're double-sided, and there's supposed to be 7 of them. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right. Yep. All right. These look a little cooler to me. The sort of outside, I don't know. Seems like that makes for a more fun adventure than just a dungeon crawl, but hey, that's just me. All right, what else have we got here? I guess these are the tuck boxes for the different characters. Because you're going to level up your character and then use it next time you play, right? Each session is, less than an hour. So I guess you're going to take all the cards that you've earned and you're going to store them, and maybe your standee, whatever else is relevant that you have, and just store it in these tuck boxes. So let me just assemble these real quick. All right, I don't know where I guess they'll fit down in here. But yeah, there you go. That was real quick and easy. So there's the tuck box for Quill the Cleric. And then there's, one for each of the 5 base classes. Yep. Okay. Cool. Bunch of bags. That's nice. A bunch of bases to put the standees. All right, so let's just take one of the ones we pulled out earlier. And here's the base. How easy does it slide in and out? It slid in there pretty easily, pretty snug. Now let me see if I pull it out. Yeah, no real damage there. All right, so that's cool. So they go on and off pretty easily. That's good to see. Giant standees for, I guess, the bigger things, like maybe that dragon I had out here earlier. Gosh, I never had a standee that big in a game before. All right, cool. We've got some hit point tracker cubes. So I guess, what are there, 10 of these? Yep, and these must slot into those player boards. Let me grab all these player boards back on here and slot that in there. And yeah, pretty good. All right, give it a little shake test. We need a shake table, right, to make that official. All right, we have a die here that is a directional die. I don't know what that is used for, actually, or even if it's called a directional die. But, there it is. Now here's all the custom dice for combat, which I think is pretty cool. Here, let's just pick one of each color because they're the same. All the ones of the same color are the same, right? So the white die is sort of the weaker die. It goes between 1 and 3, I think. Yep. There we go. The black die is the really swingy die because it has 2 1s and 2 6s on it. Yep. And then I'm not sure. I think the red is the more general, more likely to do damage die. It looks like it goes from 2 to 5. And the blue die, not sure about that one, but it looks like it has basically a higher percentage chance of doing damage on it. All right. We have initiative tokens. These are like poker chips. This is cool. Let me get this racked up. So I guess, can't remember exactly how it works. Maybe you shuffle these up and deal them out each turn. But when you're trying to determine initiative. But there you go. There's Roberta, right? It just says initiative on the back, so you can shuffle it face down. You don't see what you're doing. Quill, right? Tolden, Alette, closer to the camera there. All right, Elwyn, and then you have the enemies, right? So the enemies need initiative 2, right? What good are enemies unless they fight back? All right, what are these? Supply perks. All right, I don't know. Let's have a look. A lot of cards in here. Oh, these are dividers. Okay, right. So there's dividers to put between the. So here's where the boss deck goes. Party markers of death. Party marks of death. Nice. Market, etc. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of divider cards to divide up all of these cards, which I haven't gotten to yet. All right, let's take a look at the minis that are in here. Does that pull out? No, that is all one large tray. All right, so let's look. All right, so there's one mini. Let's have a look at the next one. Got the archer here. All right, and now we have, is it Elwyn, maybe the mage? Or wizard, sorry. You got the cleric. Quill, maybe. And fighter, I guess. Fighter, rogue. Yeah, fighter. I guess that's the fighter and that's the rogue. All right, and then we got a bunch of skeletons. All right. That's cool. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of those are the same, and then we've got these 2 that are different. All right, so little demon-looking thing, and wow, would not want to face that wolf-type character. All right, that might be a pet actually. Oh, you know what? I bet all of these are pets because I think the necromancer has skeletons as pets. Okay, yeah. So that's probably what all of those are. Let me set those aside. All right, what are these smaller cards? Okay, so these are the class-specific. Let me get this open. When you are a specific class, you get everything is card-driven. The actions that you can do on your turn, you only have a hand limit that's normally 4, although you can have things that can raise it. And then you have different abilities, right? So the rogue has backstab. All right, healing touch. That's for the wizard. All right. Okay, so there's wizard, archer, rogue, necromancer. There's literally hundreds of these, so I really can't go through them all. But these are the dice. So on your board, let me grab the board back again. You can have 2 cards slotted on this side for the dice. And then on this side, you can have passive cards slotted. So there you go. All right, so let's take a look at some of the passive cards. All right, so the fighter, right, just straight up, you can have +3 hit points for being tough, right? Well, let's just skip down here. Here's the cleric. At the end of your turn, you can move an adjacent hero 1 square. That's cool. Maybe get him out of the way. Blank. For the wizard, you can move. 1 of your movement points can be used diagonally. Normally, you can't move diagonally, only orthogonally. Here's the paladin, divine retribution. Cool. Deal damage instead of healing. Nice. Ninjutsu for the ninja. All right, there you go. So that was just a sampling of some of those. The passive and dice ability cards. All right, so these look like the different classes. And I'm going to guess that's a baddie that you fight. Let me get this deck open as well, and we'll just take a look in here at what some of this stuff is. Again, can't really stop and look at all 800 cards. I mean, I guess I could. I could film them all, but I doubt you would sit here and watch them all. All right, so this is the level 2 archer. What does it say on the back? So point blank shot. Are they the same? Yeah. All right. So it adds 3 to your health, and this is like an extra attack or something. So this is the level 3 archer, and you have to be a level 2 archer to level up to this. All right, that makes sense. All right, so and then there's the level 2 archer, level 1 archer. So you got a lot of those. So instance, here's the level 5 wizard. You have to be a level 4 wizard. All right, so we got wizards, clerics, rogues. And these are not the starter cards either. Well, actually, here's one. Let me reach back over here. I see here's the 1 wizard starter card. Okay, so this differs from the, if you were to take level 1 wizard as your sort of secondary class, it gives you a little bit more benefit if it's actually your starting class, right? So here's your base health. You get a feature, a passive ability, and you get these cards, right? You get 2 fireballs, 2 basic attacks, and a teleport. All right, let's see. We got a rogue. And fighters, I'm going to try to find some that are maybe the elite classes. Maybe they're not in this deck. All right, what are these? Under your spell, splits, Zepar. All right, these seem to be some kind of monsters. So these must be, yeah, the 2 princes. I don't actually want to look at all that because I don't know if some of that stuff's supposed to be a surprise. So you can see what some of these baddies are, but I don't look at the backs of these cards, at least not in detail. All right, we got another stack of cards here. Maybe the elite classes are in here, or maybe it's just more bad guys. All right. I mean, you got to have a lot of bad guys in your, I don't know what it's called, adventure deck? I would call it the adventure deck, but I don't know what the designer called it. All right, so you got a Blob King. That's cool. Oh, all right. Well, I assume there's some battle at the end of the campaign to fight the Domianne that the Domianne's tower is named after. I don't actually know that. Centaur Lord of Undeath. Okay. All right, Trapmaster. That doesn't sound fun. Hobgoblin Chieftain. That sounds like something I can handle. Oh, hey. And Rigby. I think Rigby is from the first scenario. And then, all right, we got the Uber Kraken again. So those cards must have gone together. That other one from that other one we opened. Still haven't found the elite classes. But here's some more class cards. So let's take a look at those. Get that open. Or not. Okay. Now, getting all this back in the box is going to be fun, huh? All right. So again, these are sort of the archer is, that's level 5 of a base class. All right, here we go. So level 1 barbarian. So you have to be a level 2 fighter in order to become a level 1 barbarian. All right, so that's cool. Right, and then, you got level 2, 3, 4, 5 barbarian. Great. All right, now let's see. Let's take a look at just some of these. All right, okay, the assassin. You got to be a level 2 rogue in order to become an assassin. Passive lone wolf. I don't know what that does, but that sounds interesting. I don't know where the pets come in. I don't know. Maybe it's just specific classes get them, I guess. All right. To be a bishop, you have to be a cleric level 2. I'm trying to look for one. Necromancer. All right. So wizard level 2, and then you can become a necromancer. My wife likes to play as a necromancer in like World of Warcraft and stuff. Maybe she'll like to play it here. I'm just digging down here. All right. Here's what I was looking for. Something that is multi-class. Right? So you don't have to stick to the same class. You can be a fighter level 1, and then when you get another level, you could be like, well, I'm also going to be a cleric level 1 instead of going to like fighter level 2. And then once you have both of those, you can say, all right, well, next time I level up, I can become a paladin because I meet those criteria. Right? All right. So, and I don't know if the elite classes or I guess any of these that aren't the 5 basic classes are the elite classes. Dark Knight sounds pretty cool. A fighter wizard, right? There's a gladiator. What was a gladiator? Fighter archer. Okay. Not necessarily what I would have guessed. What do you think a ninja is? Ooh, a ninja is a rogue wizard archer. Huh. Go figure. All right. What else we got? War mage. I think war mage is fighter wizard. Oh, fighter wizard rogue. Fun game. Shaman. Shaman is a cleric 2, wizard 1. Okay, cool. Warlock. That's cool. That was a cleric wizard. And what else do we have down here? We got a cleric rogue becomes a monk. All right, that makes sense. Rogue 1, archer 1. What do you think that would be? Skirmisher. Not what I would have guessed. Cleric, rogue, archer, demon hunter. Hey, nice, cool. Fighter, our level 2 archer, level 1 fighter. Is that like a ranger? No, beast trainer. All right, and fighter, rogue, cleric, wizard, archer. What is that? Like a lord? Champion. All right. Archer, rogue, cleric, bard. I'm not going to play as a bard. All right, so there you go. That was a bunch of those elite classes. What do we have here? These are okay. So these are like the basic move cards. So those are just the basic cards that go in your deck from your class. All right, got a lot more decks here to look at, but I think a lot of these are just going to be duplicates of things like basic movement. So let's have a look. All right, basic move. Yeah, I mean, you need a lot of basic move cards and basic attack cards, right? So you got to just be able to play those basic things. All right, there's some potions. All right, an ooze potion, healing potions. I think some of those are scenario specific. I mean, you look on here and it says, you can heal. It tells you specifically what to do. There's a lot of different symbology in this game. Make 2 basic moves. This symbol says it's a reaction, right? So if you have the Jinx passive ability, that's a reaction. This means it doesn't take one of your actions, the yellow star. All right. Move this card to party items. All right, cool. Durable. All right, so there's a bunch of things here. What else we got here? All right, so this is called the class feature, I think was the name, right? So the fighter has the shake it off. So this is like a one-time use, I think. Yeah, you can one-time use heal, or when you're damaged, you can heal. And then you flip this card over. One-time use per scenario, right? And then you get it back. All right, so you can have some fighters get that. Wizards get Arcade Shield. So you can reduce damage by the value of the white die. Roll +1. All right, that's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Maybe we're going to get some more of those class feature cards in the next pile. In fact, I see some Arcane Shield here, so I know that's what we're going to get. All right, so we saw the Wizards, Arcane Shield. I don't know what the class features are for the Elite classes, but they're pretty cool. All right. All right, you got Wizards and Clerics. It's got some healing other people. Rogues can ignore a basic attack, and that's cool. All right. Archers make a basic move, or you can move when something moves next to you. All right, that's cool. Just move away. Something that's coming up to try to stab you, you just run away because you're a ranged attack person. All right, and then the Dark Knight, Shaman. I won't get into all of these because, again, there's a lot of classes. All right. And then, of course, I mentioned there's weapon, armor, and accessory slots. So, all right, you've got swords, shields. We talked about the potions. You got helms. And they all just do something, right? Like this can heal, right? Make a basic attack and roll a white die. And the target is weakened. I don't even know what it means to weaken something. I assume it means it does less damage. A griffin egg. All right. Skull amulet, giant shield. Any good dungeon crawler type thing like this has got to just have tons of loot. All right. Make a basic move or basic attack. All right. So that's some passive ability, I guess, adaptable. All right. Many more cards that I'm going to just quickly go through. And then we'll get a look at the hero pack. Or, if you just want to skip straight to the hero pack, you can just skip to that chapter in the video. All right, so we had adaptable, arcane lance. This is a really long range, 1 to 13. Wow, crazy. Challenge, charge, consecrate ground. Okay, so these are just specific things that go in the deck of the specific classes. Wizards get fireballs or whatever. All right, so I'm not going to go over what all the abilities of all the different classes are, but you got to have a bunch of stuff in your deck if you're going to fight with these cards. All right, let's take a look at the next deck. Or pack of cards, I guess I should say. These are not arranged into specific decks or anything. All right. Endless Dungeon, primary modifier. Okay. I feel like there might be a little thing that I'm not supposed to necessarily read there. So, yeah, we've got base boss, primary modifiers. Not sure what these are. Broken wagon wheel. That looks like stuff maybe you encounter during a thing. So I don't want to necessarily look through all this stuff. These are revive potions. I know you use those in, I think the first scenario, you have a couple of revive potions. And then, of course, a rock toss, just your basic ranged attack that a fighter gets. All right. Shank, of course. As a rogue, you got to be able to shank somebody, sidestepping. Right. So these are all just things that go in your deck. All right. Lots of that stuff. More accessories. Okay. And one last pack of cards here. It's just amazing how many cards are in this game, right? I mean, you read something like over 800 cards and you're like, can I really comprehend how many cards that is? Well, yeah, now I can. All right. Okay. I guess if you electrify a weapon, it does more damage. Lifesteal. All right. All kinds of cool stuff there. Is this, I guess when you're dual classed, is this the card that you take? Or maybe that's just the starting card? I don't know. Probably this must be when you're dual classed, you probably need a regular class card and a second class card. But anyway, you got cards for all the different classes. All right, you got supplies, bags of gold. Yeah, signet ring. Some items that maybe you collected from some people you defeated. Some passive abilities, and there's just a mix of all kinds of stuff. All right, my table is quite a mess. I will clean that up a little bit, and then we'll take a look at Hero Pack 1. All right, so Hero Pack 1, you can see he's got a couple of minis in here. If you look in the back, you can see there's 3 new playable classes: Magic Blade, Time Mage, and Engineer. All right, includes the Queen Domianne's miniature. All right. Tesla coil powered turret. All right, that sounds cool. All right, let's get this open, and I think all this stuff probably fits in the base game box. I think if you had a Kickstarter version, this stuff was all probably included, but I just got this retail from a online game store. All right, so let's take a look at that mini. Yeah, all right, that's pretty cool. Pretty nice mini. This must be that Tesla coil thing from the Engineer. All right. I'm liking that. That's pretty cool. And we got some new passive cards there. And then these cards. All right, let me get this open real quick. And we can take a look at everything that is in here. All right, so you see there's a component list, right? Everything. There was the turret, and the other miniature that we looked at, the character cards, feature cards, level up cards, action cards. All right, simply combine them, right? Everything's the same, just combine it. All right, great. The Magic Blade has weapon brands. Okay, some information about those. All right, so there's the Magic Blade. Some cards for the Time Mage. All right, an Engineer. Another Fireball. Okay, do we need more Fireballs? I guess you can never have enough Fireballs, right? Glimpse ahead, some passive abilities. Some more. I guess those are passive abilities. Sorry, those might be class features? I'm not sure. Okay, there's the turret. Looks like the turret has its own sort of range and health. Oh, and the turret can move around. I guess it did have kind of legs or something, didn't it? All right, that's kind of cool. All right, let's take a look. What is the Engineer? You have to be a level 2 archer, 1 rogue, 1 wizard. All right, then you can summon turret, and you have the scope sights passive ability. All right, that's cool. And then, of course, you can take the Engineer up to level 5 sniper. Cool. All right, Time Mage. You've got to be a level 3 wizard and a cleric. All right, time stop, time dilation, and then all the way up there, Chronomancer. All right, glimpse ahead. All right, we saw a glimpse ahead a second ago, and here's the Magic Blade, level 3 fighter, level 1 wizard. All right. All the way up to dual wield. Hey, that sounds cool. All right, what else do we have in here? All right, oh, so just the Engineer, the Magic Blade, the Time Mage card. I guess you can't have more than one of those in your party. All right, good. Let's take a look at, let me get these cards open. How am I going to open a pack of cards? It's this small. Oh, it has a little hole there that helps. Okay, cool. I was afraid I was going to, cut the cards by accident or something. All right, so you've got passive and dice abilities. So the Time Mage gets Rewind, Magic Blade gets Weapon Master, Engineer we saw Sniper. All right, and passive abilities, there's Time Dilation, Chronoblast, Chronomancer, Dancing Blade, Dual Wield, and Scoped Sights. All right, there you go. And that's the Hero Pack 1. And all this stuff just fits in the base game box. All right, now let's take a look at Into the Slimerverse. All right, so this is a Encounter promo pack. So again, I don't know if I should be, careful not to ruin something here. But there's the sort of story rule sheet with encounter, setup description, 4 new loot cards. It can only been earned in this promo encounter. All right, so it's a level 5 adventure. So you either need to have level 5 characters that you do this as a one-shot, or you can just one-off level up to level 5. I guess there's some rules in the rulebook about jumping up to a level, and then you can do this. So the objective is to defeat the Ruby and Violet Slime Lords and have nobody get knocked out. All right, so there's the setup, and there's the enemies, and then all of these encounters, they tell you what the outcomes are, success or failure, and then what you get. So, all right, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the loot cards are. If for some reason you don't want to know what the loot cards are, then look away. All right, so these are the 4 loot cards that you can potentially earn in this. All right, and there you go. And I'm done showing those, so you can look back if you didn't want to have it spoiled for you. But anyway, all right, so that is all of this massive stuff that I have for Adventure Tactics, Domianne's Tower. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That does help. If you want to see more videos like this, you can go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You can also come chat with me on my Discord or follow all of us on our social media. All the links for all those things are down in the YouTube description below. But until next time, thanks for watching.